G'day, and welcome to the Aussie Walkabout of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. So it's great to have you all here with us. What we're going to do this time is stroll through Dark Souls 2 and all of the DLCs that came along with it. Now, when you have a look, we're going to be doing the Scholar of the First Sin edition, and it's my plan to get myself a big sword. The problem with the big swords is you can't get them till later. Oh, I better shut up.
In a dream, a murky, forgotten land.
Murky. Oh, that'd be nice. A little bit of rain. See the back of the drought. That looks like the Fairy Dell walk in the Blue Mountains. Oh, he's had a bit of a tumble. Had to watch out.
Where souls may mend your ailing mind.
Nice gloves. Uh-oh.
You will lose everything.
Oh, mate.
Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light.
Ew. Melty heads.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human.
Hello, Spidey.
A thing that feeds on souls.
Now, see, this is where you reckon the old ladies, the three of them, are the Fates.
Long ago, in a walled-off land.
Waldorf,
far to the
hello.
north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No.
Yeah, we've been through before. Look at all those fellas. It's going to be great fun. Going to get a big sword and hit them.
You will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Cool. She's a good sword, isn't she? Oh, hello. That looks pretty good. Oh, little fireflies. Come here, you little fella. Hello. Under a blood-red sky. Oh. There's stuff coming. Oops. Hello. Calm down, little fella.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
Down we go. That's the ticket.
Is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
In we go one more time. Fantastic. Woomph. Okay. So we're heading into this game, and the big difference between this game and the one before it is there's a lot of differences actually, but one important difference between this game and the one before it is that you actually play a little bit before you decide who you're going to be. So there we are there, wearing that little hat. And you can see where they've sort of looked at that hat and kind of come up with the hats for the thralls in Dark Souls 3. And we're outside, which is good. There's a hole in the sky, but, you know, Chicken Little can't have everything. We're in things betwixt. Now, betwixt is one of those beautiful words. It just means in the middle of. So, for those that didn't have a chance to look at the first Dark Souls 1, and maybe this is your first ever walkthrough of Dark Souls 2, R1 on the PS4, that's a nice right-hand attack. L1, left-hand attack. R2, bigger hit. L2, oh, that's a block. And we might be able to use that later on. Don't worry about the little dogs. You can, if you want, attack and kill them. You don't have to. And if you do, they'll all start attacking you and it's just going to go horribly wrong. Up there is a Wally. We're not going to deal with him yet. We'll deal with him, just not right now. Come and grab the small, smooth, silky stones. Those little buggers can be given up to the crows. We've got crows in this game as well. Come up to this door, which is in a tree. Look at that. It's a tree house. So come up to the tree house, say hello. And there they are, the three fates who weave your future. Except there's four of them. Three fates plus one.
Your face.
Hey, come on now.
The face of the curse.
Don't get all personal.
It's an undead.
I am right here, you know.
Has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you.
Don't be mean. What are you just getting up in McGrillville being all mean and stuff? Jeez, ladies.
You're finished.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks very much. I've only just started. Yeah, we'll go hollow. Now, she's had some work done, hasn't she?
You will become one of them. Hollows prey upon men. Feast upon their souls.
Tasty.
This is the fate of the cursed.
All right, chuckle it down, ladies.
What is your name?
Now, you get to pick who you're going to be. So, we're almost always Waldorf Salad. In honour of one of the funniest TV shows I've ever giggled at. There you go, Waldorf Salad. Yeah, I'm sure of my name. Now, I'm going to take you through this pretty quickly. You can, of course, spend hours making yourself beautiful, deciding on what you're going to look like, all sorts of stuff. We've got a little reward for us. There we go, look at that. Oh, we've seen that before. Human effigy, or humanity.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Those big bad guys out of Dark Souls 1.
Think back, deep into your past.
It's a tennis ball.
Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Hello. Before I lost my soul, huh? So now you get to pick who you're going to be, and it's slightly better than Dark Souls 1. So for a class, you can have your warrior. You've had a look down the bottom with the sort of bicep there. That's strength. The knight. Swordsman, if you're going for a dex build. Bandit, if you're going for a dex build. Bandit also comes with a short bow, which is pretty helpful. Cleric, if you're looking for some faith. Now, we might later, but I don't think so. Sorcerer, if you're looking for a magic user, Gandalf kind of thing. The Explorer there, if you're looking to kick off early with lots and lots of toys. And Deprived with bugger all soul level 1. Let's go there. Now, for a gift, you can pick a life ring, which slightly increases your HP. That's completely pointless. There's no point doing that. Human effigy, you pick up tons of those. Forget about that. Healing wares, that's looking pretty good. You're going to get, a couple of things there, but I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that. Homeward Bone, you pick up tons of them. Seed of the Giants, you get that. Bonfire Ascetic, I think, is the way to go. Or the Petrified Something. If you pick up the Petrified Something, it's because you're looking to get that Demon Great Hammer. We're not, so we're going to go for a Bonfire Ascetic. Now, in this game, you're actually allowed to fanny about with whether you're in New Game or New Game Plus in each individual area. So we're going to pick Bonfire Ascetic. Now we're going to have a look at our body, and I'm just going to do this pretty quickly. Nice and tubby, muscly. Homeland. Let's get this guy. No, let's get that guy. Hair, nice and bald. Hair colour, white. Eyebrow, nice and bushy. Eyebrow colour, white. Eye colour, black. Beard, yes please. Beard colour, white. Tattoo, we'll do that later. Now, we're old. Because I'm sure you can tell I'm old. Hormones, we're very masculine. Form emphasis we're going to go with strong. You can see he's looking pretty nasty. Colour, strong. We're going to go with the strong colour, and we're going to have purple skin colour. We'll get that down there to that. Make it a bit darker. And we want purple. Here we are. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Giant bloody nose though. Let's see if we can do something with that. There we are. And let's get that jaw happening. Big, nice big square jaw. That's better. Alright. Now the tattoo, I like to get this little boy happening. Opacity, let's make it. Let's get mild opacity here. We're going to stick it in the middle. Take it all the way to the left. Why not? And make it a little bit bigger. And then we're going to take it down. There. Lovely. Is that us? Yeah, that's us.
All people come here for the same reason.
Yeah, you're right, lady.
To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think.
Hey, come on now. Don't come the raw prawn.
Doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, exactly right. Listen to her. I'm standing there in my bare scuddies. So once they've had a bit of a chuckle at you and you've worked out who you are...
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
Trot along to the kingdom.
Hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow.
Oh, jeez. Thanks, lady.
Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Ugh. She's right. Now, if you want, you can whack these ladies, and I wouldn't, because in this game, unlike the last one, if you want to change out, oh, hang on a second, let's put some clothes on. Here we are. We've got our that stuff on. What I would do first of all, come upstairs and you'll see that there's a chest. Nice and safe. Grab what's in there. Human effigy. Now we've got no weapons. Nothing. We're going to pick up, something. But at the moment we're just going to use our fists and do a bit of fighting. So I would bring your fists together by using triangle on a PS4. See how I've got them together there? And that means if I hit, I'm hitting with like a big punch. Light your bonfire. And we're off to the races. So you use your fists and break that thing. We picked up a soul and a torch. Very helpful. We're going to come through here, off to the left. And all the way along here, through all these things, you can read these little mongrels here, and they tell you how to go about killing the bad guys. I know how to kill bad guys because I played Dark Souls. Now through here, sneakily, he's around to the left. There he is. And there's another one hovering. Now we're going to come out here, and if you're careful, you can come up behind him and you get a backstab. Now a backstab with your fists, not too amazingly effective. We're about to get our first weapon if you come up here. Now, of course, if you start with any of the other ones, you've got a weapon. If you start with the priest, you get yourself a mace. If you start with the so the dagger has a nice thrusting stab, which is pretty good. We're coming around here. We're going to pick up something better later on, don't worry. And the advantage of starting so little is that we're soul level 1. Now, I would go and I would take out this guy. Take him out. Pick up a life gem. We've now got a life gem. Isn't that great? So in this game, you can actually use... It's the only one where it's the case. You can use life gems. Now, over here is Snuggly the Crow. Stand on the nest. Now you can drop lots and lots of stuff on the crows. We've only got one thing to drop, which is this small and silky stone. So you got to make sure you don't use it, you don't discard it, you actually leave it. And you can pick up lots of great clobber by doing that. And, we picked up the Demon's Great Hammer straight away. We don't have anything else to leave them. So, kick the ladder down. And drop down on this mongrel. And pick up the soul of a nameless soldier. I'll just show you what we just picked up, which is a really lucky drop. It's a Great Hammer. You need 50 strength to wield it. It appears in all of the Souls games. We have no interest in it. We're going to use a big sword, not a big hammer. So, you can, if you want, go through all of these palavers here. I'll show you how. I might as well do it for you. And do the training. So when you come through here, remember, that's there. Now, if you want to jump across there, remember how you jump. On the PS4, you run and then you hit the joystick button. And you come over here and you pick up the Amber Herb. Amber Herb is another Dark Souls 2 thing, which restores spell uses. Which is a bit weird. So you can actually get lots and lots of consumables in this game. So it's important that you spend a bit of time farming for souls. We're going to do a plunge attack on this dude. Not that it did much. Alright. Take those boys out. Come through here. You should be able to open up this door. And you got a cracked red eye orb, so you can start invading straight away. Alright, that's all that's in here. Now I'm going to take you to Medulla. If you want, once you pick up things called Fragrant Branch of Yore, you can use those to unpetrify folk like that dude. And if you unpetrify that dude and go through there, you can pick up an Estus Flask Shard, which is a very important thing. But we're not going to do that yet because we're absolutely got bugger all strength and a small dagger, and that's it. So we ain't going to try. Walk through this little pathway and oh, there she is. There's the sun. Hello. Good to see you. So this is Medulla. Medulla is your kind of home base. Looks a little bit like Bondi. I reckon you might be thinking DY maybe. I think it's more Coogee Beach. Although, for those that are fans of Australia's beautiful south coast, you might have headed down around your sort of Jarvis Bay and your Kalala Beach and that kind of clobber. Come down to your left, pick up a freebie, Divine Blessing, and then we're going to go back over here and I'm going to show you something sneaky that's going to get us a good weapon. Come a little break here and just drop down and drop down again, and here we pick up the Morning Star. Now the Morning Star is a lovely little weapon which we can't use, unfortunately, because it requires 7 dexterity that we don't have. So no good to us. But come along here and you pick up the binoculars. The binoculars are particularly useful. Little mongrels. Now come down. Before we head up there, we're going to get another freebie. Down around here, tuck around here, tuck around in there. Open this little bad boy up. Nice big heavy iron chest. Grab a rusted coin. That's pretty good if you want to pick up stuff. Okay. So, this is Medulla, and this is your home base. Now, as I said before, we're looking to use a nice big sword. There's a few things we've got to do to be able to get that big sword. We've got to do a little bit of farming, a little bit of stuff to get ourselves strong enough to be able to use the big sword. So once you're here, there's a little bit of housekeeping you can do at the initial start of the game, just to make your life a little easier. First of all, he's an armourer. We'll be dealing with him later on. We don't have any money, but you know, once we've got a few souls to spend, we'll do that. Come over to this rock. You see a well. You see a rock on the well. Hit the rock, and up comes, oh come on now, an Estus Flask Shard. Don't go down there. You'll upset little pigs. There are some little pigs down there. They are furiously violent and impossibly hard to kill. Come on in here and meet the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, undead are we?
Yes, mate, we are.
And one without much time remaining.
Oh, why is everyone like that?
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Don't be so harsh.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat.
Thank you.
Well, suit yourself. Oh yes. You may call me Shalqua. Enchante.
Enchanty.
What did you want anyway?
Now, from Shalqua, you can buy cool stuff.
Wonderful.
Oh, thanks very much. I had a shower. Got a bit of the old Brute 33 on there, Old Spice. Now here, you can play around with your covenants and you can buy stuff. She sells this ring, the Silver Cat ring. Very useful. We need it later on. She also sells that ring. Very useful. We need it later on. She sells Homeward Bones, Prism Stones, and Alluring Skulls and Lloyd's Talisman. All of which are useful. None of which we have any money for right now. Come on down here. Roll through here. Pick up free life gem. Back up the top. And this is the Champion's Covenant. If you're looking to do some barefoot brawling, You join that covenant. What it does is it pick up 5 Homeward Bones. It makes everything harder, and you get to win Vanquish. You can eventually get a ring called the Vanquisher's Seal, which, after just a stupid amount of work, you get that ring, and it lets you punch stuff really, really hard. But, you know, that's not for us. Now, around here, you're taking a little look. Looks like something's fallen apart. Looks like it was something great. You got your wood, but then it's like, you know, a little bit of wattle and daub kind of thing happening. Something's happened there, hasn't it? Like, look at that. You got a little bit of what looks like, you know, a castle, but then just mountain. So something bad's happened there. This looks a bit rocky, and we see this guy out the front. Come and say hi to him.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door.
Yeah, all right, mate. I'll help you. Look at him. He's got a green head.
Was in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
Right, we're going to find your key, mate. Don't you worry. But in fact, we're going to buy your key for you. Use it to open your bloody door. And all you'll do after that is say thanks, and then just start charging us for your wares. Anyway, round the corner here, freebies. Life gem and some souls. Up the tippity top. Nothing down here yet. You're going to rescue people. They're going to live there. Maybe some down there. Before we talk to this Herbert, have a little look-see and come round the other side. I wonder if it's still there. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, it's not there anymore. That, when the game first started, that was the wall of, you know, who's playing and how they're doing, and people filled it up. There you go. I don't know, 22 million? No, 229 million? There you go. 250 million deaths worldwide. Well done. Go and chat to this Herbert with the Widow's Peak.
You're undead, aren't you?
Sure am, mate.
You have that distinct scent.
Hey, come on
The
now.
smell of irreversible fate.
Well, no fate but what you make, you know what I'm saying?
Is Majula.
Huh. I've already
It is a
told him that.
kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal.
Almost. I'm with you.
And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that.
Yeah, I hear you. So you want to keep talking to him?
Solden.
G'day, Solden.
And like
Pleasure to
you,
meet you, mate.
I lost everything, and now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here.
You know what it's like? It's like Newcastle.
That's not true.
It's like
at all.
Nobby's Beach at Newcastle, where you got the breakers and you got the hills, and yeah, it's a bit more like Newcastle.
Or anybody. Do you know much about souls?
I know lots
Even
about souls,
I'm not
mate.
certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one.
Nice.
What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means?
I have no idea what you're bibbling on about,
To be
mate.
alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there.
Boy, he sounds a bit grouchy, doesn't he?
We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really.
Yeah.
There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls.
Hello, now we're getting
And
some.
wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul.
Yeah, it could be me,
Terrible
but that
curse.
dagger just looks incredibly like the dragon bone dagger from Skyrim. Is that me? Is it just me? It looks a lot like it.
Do you ever cry out for help?
Oh, mate, all the time.
The journey of an undead is long and treacherous.
I hear you.
You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn.
Ah, I hope so.
If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels?
No, it sounds good.
When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid.
Will they? Good on him.
Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
Oh, sounds great. So you want to join the Way of the Blue Covenant because whenever you join a covenant, you get a thing. We just got a cool ring.
Decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence.
Lovely.
Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
I'm quite happy to be cradled. And once you picked up your blue ring, pop it on. And you'll see that it's given us a little bit of a health boost. Okay, come down here and meet the lady. Hello, lady. No fans of... Okay. And let's see if we can get a bit closer so we can actually see her. There she is. Alright, come and say hi.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate?
Yeah, it's a tough call, isn't it?
Curse. I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Oh, thanks very much, love.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's going to have to get iced. So, once you've met her, you can level up. She's given us, which is very nice of her, the Estus Flask. So now we can actually heal a little bit. And we need to know, what do we need? We need 7 dex and 7 strength. So we need dex and strength.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
Oh, come on now, be nice.
Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
Thanks, love. Good on ya.
Is that a shard you found?
It sure is.
Here, let me see it, so that I may help you.
So when you find Estus Flask shards in this game...
To see hope, however faint it might be.
You bring the shards to her and you upgrade your Estus Flask shard, and that gives you numbers of Estus. So now we got 2. Look at that. We're also going to level up. Now we need to get our dex up to 7 and our strength. Oh, that's a shame. That's alright. Okay. So we're going to leave it there this episode. And going to wave. See you later. And we'll see you next time on the Aussie Walkabout of Dark Souls 2.